just 4-4. There is work to be done. They did not get extra eligibility for their quarterback, but known as the quarterback whisperer, Josh Heupel looks to rebuild at Tennessee. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buffalo is headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him. They're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And they've been...
Snags it, and he's open. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he can even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Lewis. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And makes the catch, and he's free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Makes the grab. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Still on his feet at the 45. Gets the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his...
There's some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football, and there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. He's now got 78 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Volunteers will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Atkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Williams open on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Young. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap on third down. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with UCF taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Knights trying to win. Home opener, they've got the lead midway through the first half.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Welch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hold and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Under fire! And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback will keep it. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up.
Makes the grab in their space. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Bring in the heat. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Open space at the 25. 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Once he got some room, it was over. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. I'd have a chance. The 50, the 40, and the 30, the 10, to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Running through contact. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Young. There's a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Throwing, Lewis. Pulls it in, it's Young. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Grab behind the line, it's Young. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lewis to throw. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got a man. It's Young. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He fires a bullet to the right. Falls in the deep ball. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
Inside the 30. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming.
Hey, 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Ready? Like 88. Go.
He wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Pulled down, but he's got enough to convert on 4th. The fresh set of downs and to keep that clock churning.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your...
Maybe. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lewis to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. The 30. At the 20. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown ball.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Number 97, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Lewis makes the grab. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Lewis wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bucks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Could be an alley. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. If there's time to pad the stats. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.